Okay guys, I'm back again with, as you can tell by the title, so I got some stuff from Borah gear, and I'm excited to start showing you what I got. Okay, I'm going to start with box number 1. Actually, I'm going to start first with my experience with Borah gear. I heard about them a while, I don't know, last year. It's the first time, 2014. It's the first time I heard about Borah gear. Looked at the gear and was like, this is really well priced for what it is, for the weight and for what you're getting. And it's custom made in America too. And it was like, this is an awesome price. And on top of it on that, into February, he had a, John, owner of Borah gear, had a 25% off sale. And I decided just to get a ton of stuff, because he probably won't have a 25% off sale again. If he does, it'll be at least another year from now. So I'm like, I'm gonna get some things now. It's almost cheaper to have bought it now than to me have even made it myself. So that's why I got that. I ended up getting a side Zip Bivy right here, a custom tarp, and a 5x9 tarp. I'll explain as I go along. But customer service, I don't know if I've had better customer service, to say the least. I asked on forums and BPO, and Jack PM'd me. Jack is the one who makes the tarps for Borah gear, and John I guess makes the bivvies and other stuff stacks maybe, or I guess they split it up, and I guess they have a seamstress somewhere else. I don't know if it's a her or he for that. That makes the down clothing. And also, I got a down vest, and that hasn't arrived yet in these packages, but eventually I'll make another video on that. But like I said, best service that I've ever had. And I can't say, other companies wouldn't do the same in terms of responding to you. I know Tim from Light and Equipment always responded to me when I asked questions, even responding to him. He always responds in the forums, answering people's questions. That's why I buy stuff from the cottage companies. I love the customer service they give you, and it's made in America. You're supporting small business. I like that stuff. But let's see here. Let's start with the bivy. I've already opened this. I actually got inside of it. I'll show you at the end of this video. You get inside of it, and I'll make a separate video probably later on once I've used it, of actually using it. The color, I think on their website, it shows a black one, which I assume is what it was going to be. I don't think there are color choices, but he made it brown. I'm not unhappy with that. I like the brown. He made, actually, I probably would have chose black if he had color choices, but I kind of like the fact that he made it a brown Argon fabric. So the same as the quilt I made. Oh, you can't really see it, so over here. Losing my voice. But so I got the Argon bivy. I just went in it real quick with my shoes on when I got it, and I'm swimming in this. I'm 5'4", 130 pounds right now, and I'm just swimming and rooming this. And he added for free on this. He added 2 more tie outs. So the default 1 tie out is on right here on the head net. He added 1. This might be default too, but there's 1 right here on the zipper. As well as you come down here, pull this out, and you believe there's 1 down at the foot box, which is going to be the most crucial. That and head net are most crucial. To give me the airspace so this thing breathes better and it doesn't get condensation. I've read a lot of problems with condensation. I think you just have to have the right weather for it. It's in the southeast here. It's pretty humid, so it's probably gonna be a problem, but hopefully not. I'm making a synthetic quilt, so that should dry out fairly easy, and not get compromised when it's wet. So between that and this, it should be good. And I'm gonna put this back in its stuff sack it came with. Where did that go? Came with this little stuff sack here. It's really tiny. It does not come with a line lock, but I happen to have just bought a whole bunch if you watched my previous video. So I can Might keep this core and might not. I know it's pretty lightweight. But, just gonna tie this up, put a line lock on it so I can cinch it and it'll stay tight. You know how the bags work. But let's get this stuff in here. Yeah. And give you weight. The weight on the site for this is a regular, or whatever size that is. And this is also a side zip, by the way. I think it's supposed to be 6.1 ounces, if I'm correct. Oh, I pulled the tree, didn't I? Oh, well. Okay. I'm going to try without making this explode on my scale. Okay. 6.2 ounces. 6.3 ounces. 0.2, 0.3. Okay, it goes in between, say 0.3, 6.3, because you know it's going to get dirty. It's going to add that extra tiny gram weight. So 6.3 ounces in the stuff sack. I think that's great. I was debating it into M90 because they said it breathes better, but then I did a lot of research and saying Argon breathes just as well as M90, just a slightly less water resistance. I don't know. I just decided, like, I'm going to save the ounce for like $10 more. So it's like, we go to grams, 177 grams. That's not moving on grams. But 6.2 ounces, 6.3 ounces, say 6.3 with the stuff sack when it's dirty. Of course, I'm definitely going to be bringing a stuff sack for this because, you know, the bottom's going to get dirty and you're not going to want that stuff inside your pack. Unless, of course, now it's small enough when I get arc blast and my stuff used in outside pocket and stuff. I don't know. It has an option. So that right there. Don't remember the price. Off the top of my head, I guess you didn't have any type of packing slips in these, so I don't remember the price. I'll flash it on the screen. Actually, what I'll do, I won't spend the editing time. I'll put it down in the description. So you just click down in the description, and you'll be able to see the prices I paid, and a link to his website to see current prices. I believe it was like $78 or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, so next, not least, we got 2 stuff sacks. I don't remember. Let's see. This wrote my name on it. It says RS Ruckus Baranza 6x10. I asked. So what ended up happening? We're talking, and I was gonna get. I got the 2 tarps. I got a 5.5x9 tarp, and I added later on, like 2 weeks later, I asked, like, you know, can I add some extra tie outs on the bottom? And they're like, sure. And so I paid an extra $5, you know, for the custom fee for those extra tie outs. And Jack convinced me maybe not to get the tie outs. Maybe it'd be better just to get a ridge line under it. And instead of refunding me, there was like about 2 stuff sacks. I was like, yeah, because I could probably use these stuff sacks, 1 of the 2, to stuff my quilt into, because I think it will fit in this. Hopefully, I think I can make it fit in this. If not, it's no big deal. I can find a use for these. And for $5, they deserve just to keep the extra money. I don't know, it probably cost them like $1 to make this. But got 2 stuff sacks there. And I think it's like a 7x12. I went based off Tim from the Light Equipment's dimensions on his Apex quilts. So we'll see. This is actually, before I do this, let's weigh this before I put it inside the stuff sack. I don't know if this is 6x10. There's a stuff sack dedicated for the. Okay, this is the 5x9. I don't know if it's 5x9 feet or it's supposed to be. They advertise it as a 5.5x9, but I don't know. The stuff sacks are kind of weird. I guess this might be a good thing. They don't open all the way and you tight them, so maybe that's just because it doesn't have a long lock. Ooh, my hand's cramping. Stuff this in there. The steel nylon they use is different from my Tarp kit. It's rather slippery. It feels thinner, which, I mean, it doesn't feel any less sturdy, but it feels slippery. I don't know if I guess they tried to change the Tarp to it. I have the contrail, and it's like their original model because I bought it used off DPO. And this video is probably gonna cut out soon. Okay, let's get this stuff in here. So this is the bare bones 5x9 tarp, and I will definitely put something on the screen if I happen to find out if this is not, or down below or something, if this is not a 5.5x9. But you can see how small that packs. It's really, really small. It's quite slick. It goes even smaller. This is a 5.5x9 tarp. This is how you do super ultralight. And this summer I hope to make my own backpack, and I'm going to try super ultralight once. Not really my thing, just because I feel like, I mean, I guess you can be comfortable in midsummer, but any other time, no. I just want to try it just to see I can do it. I think that'd be cool to be under 5 pound base weight, under 10 pound total pack weight for just an overnighter. I think that'd be cool. Scale turned off. Turn that back on. Let's make sure that's on there. 7.8 ounces. I believe 7.5 is what they advertise it for. You know, stuff stack adds like 0.1 ounce. Here's this one, 0.2 ounce, so very close. You know, it's maybe 0.1 ounce heavier. 7.8 ounces for me. Grams, people, 220 grams in the stuff sack. That's great. That's awesome. Right within range. So 7.8 ounces plus the 6. Sorry, stop recording. But the 7.8 plus the 6.2, you know, is 8. That's 14 ounces. That's crazy light. Make sure I did that math right. Yep, 14 ounces. That's awesome. Of course, no guidelines. I couldn't believe that would add more than an ounce. That's what I'm hoping. But my goal is under a pound. If I can just 16 ounces dead on, good to go. With the Bivy and tarp setup, that's the reason I bought the second tarp. And mainly I didn't need the big tarp, I guess most of it. I think this tarp, for me, because I'm so small, 5'4", I think a 5x9 tarp would be more than enough coverage, even in a good heavy downpour with a Bivy. So that's my goal, and just to have under a pound shelter. I think after going in the Bivy, I think I'm fine with it. I'm not too claustrophobic, but if I feel like I'm stuck, like if I had to get out real quick and I had to unzip the zipper, I think I would have a problem. But 7.8 ounces for that. So the reason I'm doing this video so long, so you guys know, probably added it in the front intro video or something, but is because I looked hours trying to find a lot of information about these products, the weights, what they look like, you know, in real life. Of course, they have pictures on their site, but I want video. Chad Poindexter, if you're watching this, thank you for your Bivy. You're probably the reason one of the main reasons I got their Bivy. So, thank you for making your video so detailed and long. Thank you. Your videos help a lot. Let's see. This is a custom. It's supposed to be a 3x3 meter tarp, but I think they made it a little bit bigger, which is fine with me. I think it's supposed to be 10 feet 6 inches by 10 feet 6 inches. Square tarp. This is going to be for 2 people, and I think it's big enough for 3 people. With that one, definitely 4 people if you had both. And this, they said 18.1 ounces. Let's see if that's what my scales get. 18 ounces exactly. Awesome. That's awesome. On my scales, they're 18 ounces. And 510 grams. Now, I did add some tie outs to this. See if I can remember. I added 3 little loops on the bottom. On the bottom ridge line, then you'll hang up stuff. And mainly to attach some bungee cord to my Bivy. To, you know, pull it up off me. I'll probably use this one in the winter time. if I end up liking bivvies a lot, hopefully I do. I really do hope I end up liking the setup. And then I added 4 total panel tie outs, 2 on each side, and that should help pull out some extra. I might not even use them, but they're there. And I believe the extra cost of this, so this is a custom completely. The biggest tarp they sell is square, the 9x9, and then the 8x10 tarp. So since this is totally custom, on sale I believe is $125. I think is what I paid. And of course I have down below, you can look and you'll see the prices. And you'll see the add-on. I think I paid an extra $25 just for this, for all the custom features they added on. Maybe it's 25 total for, like I said, I don't remember. This is 3 weeks ago. It's the March 20th I ordered this. 3 to 4 weeks total time from when I ordered to when I got it, which for the volume of sales they got was very good. So let's take this out. This is what I got so far. Then, like I said, the vest is coming in later. I think I remember the vest price, $75. I couldn't resist. I'm like, I have an extra light jacket, but the vest is even lighter, more down. So I think it's going to be an excellent summer layer for like 3.4 ounces for the size small. I think it's going to be an excellent summer layer, and maybe probably will bring in the winter layers when I'm hiking. Okay. I expect this setup. It's 18 ounces for just a tarp. Add some guy lines to it. Add my bivvy, so 18 plus 6.2 is 24 ounces, 24.2. My tarp tent is about 28 ounces, so it's going to be lighter than my tarp tent, but not much. I hope this would be max 24 ounces, but he did make it bigger. I think I was basing it off the 9x9 tarp, so he did make it bigger, the 10x10, actually bigger than 10x10. I'm gonna cut the video now. I'm just gonna move everything out and show you one by one the items on the ground. Okay, going big first. We're gonna show off this gigantic tarp. I measured it. It's not gonna fit in my living room. Here, this is supposed to be really gigantic. So, we'll see. I'm kind of excited to see this. I've been waiting for these for a while. And there's a chance, if you guys, once I set this up and make a video of this 10x10 tarp, there could be a chance they could add this to their lineup if you guys make it popular enough, of course. Don't hassle them about it, but I guess it doesn't add much extra time because their fabric, I believe, is about, I think it's 11 feet wide, their fabric, and so they can just, no it's not, it's 5.5 feet wide, I believe, and they just sewed the 2 pieces together on the ridge line. Yeah, right here they sew it together, and so they don't have to cut much extra, so it kind of fits. This is the biggest tarp they could make, maybe 11 by 11, but this is pretty much it. This is the biggest they can make, and this is massive. If you get wet under this, you obviously didn't set it up right. And of course, full disclosure, I've never tarped before. Don't know if I'm going to like it, like I was saying with the bivvy. Like I said, I really hope I do. I couldn't believe I don't. Like all the extra room under it, all the different little cool pitch options you can do. Okay, so this is exactly how I wanted it. This is the underside. So, can't see that one. You can see this one here. This is a tie out, a tiny little loop, a patch that is sewed in a square. It's great. A little patch here. You got the tie out all around. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just the same as the 9x9, just spaced out a little bit more, which is really, I think, all you need. I would guess. This is gigantic. Yeah. So think of it this way: if I'm laying down here, so this is about 1.5 feet on each side of me, 2 feet on each side of me, and you know, on each side of me here. And as you can see, I can completely spread out. And you can have 2 people completely spread out on this thing. It's awesome. Jack, if you're watching this, thank you. Thank you for the custom modifications, and thank you, yeah, for all the support you gave me. You guys deserve it. I think, like I said, I didn't mention this, but I think I pretty much gave them a tip. So however the custom fees went out, I ended up paying like $5 more. And I was like, yeah, just keep it. You got so they deserve any extra little money. So no reason to refund it, but this is hard to tell. Next video I'll make one outside of this. I'm just gonna pretty much this is just gonna be stuffed up. So imagine having a Cuban tarp this big. Oh my gosh. This is 18 ounces. The Cuban tarp is probably like 12. Okay, let's stuff that back over there. Let's get the 5x9 or 5.5x9. Pull that out here. This should be able to fit in my living room. And this is going to be interesting. I'm probably mostly going to pitch this in an A-frame, I'm guessing. But I don't have to seam seal this one. I think I'll have to seam seal the other one. But that's okay. I bought a whole bunch of seam sealers and Z-packs and made an order. And then it ended up being cheaper than Amazon, because I have to pay for shipping. So, it's good to know if you spend $100 at Z-packs, you get free shipping. And some things can be cheaper than Amazon. I'm pretty addicted to Amazon. If you've seen any of my other videos, I get so much stuff in there. But I also support the big guys, but I also support the little guys too. Okay, like this one, you got your 3 tiles at the end here, reinforced in each corner. I don't think that's. You're just gonna have to rip it out for this stuff to blow away. And for some reason I thought there'd be 5 on the end, but there's 3 going on the edge. Okay, let's get a tape measure. Tape measure. This is not quite 5.5. 62 inches, 62 and a half if you want to add that, maybe. I mean, maybe it stretches out to 65. Say 63 stretched out. It's still length. 63 inches wide. So it's not a 5.5, so not 66. 3 inches less wide, which to me is fine. I'd rather have it that way, because this is just going to be a solo tarp only, and I don't plan on fitting 2 people into this. It's not worth the weight savings of getting wet, unless I absolutely know it's not going to rain. Okay. And now it's like I said, it could be because it needs to be stretched out a tiny bit more. I believe this is about 106 inches long, 2 inches under 9 feet. Good enough to me. I mean, it's probably hard to measure this stuff. I don't care. They did a great job. Looking at the seams here, I'll have a review video probably the end of this year of their stuff, but this gives you a general idea of quality. To say the least, I don't know how people sew straight. I made my first quilt last week, and I guess there must be a technique to it. I'll figure it out eventually, but it's just worth the extra. You know, like this tarp, if you buy the materials separate, and to make it would have been like $10 less. And to have them make it, no headaches, no yelling, no issues, and it's done, like, take my money. So, that's awesome. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video, get the baby out to save you some time, and we'll update there. Okay guys, see I got the baby out here. This is the regular size, as you can see, quite large. I'm going to set my phone off to the side here. This is me, 5'4". Right side knees, I can have more mesh if I'm hot. Up here, so my head, right to the top of the mesh. 5'4". You can see how much more room. It's meant for someone 6 feet. Is how big this baby is sized. And then, I could have him one day make a custom size smaller bivy, which might save an ounce. I don't know. Let me see my screen. Yeah. But I don't know. I think the bigger size is worth it, and of course, once it's pulled up, once you have the netting pulled up, it gets a lot smaller. And of course, all the extra size there makes the bathtub floor, as well as makes more room inside, and I could lay up, not have this in my face, and actually do stuff inside, kind of like a mini kit. Okay, now like I said, I got the side zip. One thing, I don't remember his name, but another guy got a Cuban hybrid style with M90 at the top of the head and the vented net in the center, which I like that idea a lot, and I might consider getting one of those one day if I like this baby. That's definitely an option. But he said, and I'm sure John can do it if you ask, probably an extra $5, probably totally worth it. Double zippers, mainly because you only can open it from this one side, and you have to close it all the way to this one side. And of course, now that I see how big this is, see, this is what it would be if it was a top zip. And let's see if I would care too much. For me, not really. I think though, when I roll over, let's see. I don't know if that probably wouldn't have been just fine. I know it adds a half ounce. I know what it adds to this extra zipper here. But, of course, having those loops down at the bottom stake down will help too. Okay, let's see. Let's get inside of here. I don't have shoes on. I can my feet can move around easier in the bottom. This is actually kind of hard. First time inside of a bivy. There's already an ant inside of it. Fantastic. Starting to have an ant problem in my apartment. Oh, come on. Forget about it. Okay. So you can get this, I'm already roasted. It's 76 degrees in here. And it's hot. So I think this is going to be a problem. So it doesn't matter how breathable the fabric is, unless there's a good breeze wherever you are. It's probably going to be miserably hot. So you can see I'm all the way down to the bottom. So maybe have an extra room in the foot box might help get your more. See here? Kind of see my head back there. So this goes up to my neck. And so if I need some extra warmth, I could probably just pull down to the bottom and pull this up. And so, since I'm short, fill this gap in somehow. I don't know. Like roll it up like this. And I don't know, I'm inside of it, but it's so roomy. Especially, think about this being pulled up tight. It would be like this. This is ridiculously roomy. If it was like this, I have so much room inside of here. I could have my phone inside of here protected. I could have, my headlamp, socks, a jacket inside of here, all stuffed up front. Tons of room for me. I guess this is awesome. I'm burning up right now. It's quite hot. I just worked out before I started this video, so that's also probably plays a role, but you're working out all day backpacking, I suppose. But I'm hoping you can see from Stick's video. If you look at Borah in YouTube, it's one of the first ones there. Chad's video. The bathtub floor, I'm hoping when it pulls up, there's about at least 2-inch bathtub floor all the way around. It's hard to know. Because you look at this and you're like, wow, you have a foot tall bathtub floor. But then your other side doesn't have a bathtub floor. So I don't know. Right now I could probably be comfortable in this. I would just, I would probably take off my shirt and everything, if I was sleeping in this in the summertime without my quilt on until it got cold at night. And then that's what I'm actually going to show over here. Let's see, pull the zipper back. Oh, it got stuck in the fabric. Hopefully that doesn't go a common occurrence. Okay. Okay. I guess this is just baby life. Trying to get used to unzipping it, No, that's the thing, if I can. So, I'm thinking about range of motion. I think this is going to have great range of motion. Now, when my pad's inside of this, that could be different. I don't know. But that will be another video. This one's already way too long. But I don't care. People who hate my videos for being long, don't watch them, please. Save yourself the time. This is my custom quilt. This is like 8.5 ounces without the stuff sack, and it's supposed to get me to 50 degrees. We'll test that out here in a couple months when it's actually not below 50 degrees at night here. I'm hoping the forecast will give 50 degrees or right around there for Memorial Day weekend here. The Rowan Highlands is where I'm planning on going. And this is trash bag inside of a trash bag, eh? Let's see. So this is kind of tough here. There we go. And now it's pulled around. Oh gosh. This is a workout in itself. But yeah, you'll see this pulled up and you'll have all this extra room. I think this airspace, I'm hoping, will keep the condensation down. I'll have enough airspace, for it to not the dew point, whatever you call it. Oh gosh, let's get inside of this. Laying down. If I was a back sleeper, life would be so much easier. I'm sure most people can agree. I feel I can agree. At least I believe that. I'd be warmer at night. I'd be more comfortable. More pads would work. Everything. So this goes up just to my neck, my quilt. You see here, the screen against my face really doesn't bother me. Of course, I'm a side sleeper. I don't sleep on my back. And I fall asleep on my stomach. I'm actually a stomach sleeper. So, let's see here. I'm really starting to hurt inside this quilt now. Whew. Yeah, this quilt would not come on unless it's like max 60 degrees outside. That would probably still be hot. But yeah, I'm so far first impressions liking Bivy life. Yeah, I think this is gonna be awesome. I have a 1 pound. Of course, this whole setup right here, 14.2 ounces. Did I say? Awesome. This is starting to sweat already. This is, I expect just because it's inside of this, even with the mesh here, it's gonna be so hot in the summertime. But you know, in the fall and winter time, when I use this, hopefully the dew point isn't much of a problem. Okay. And of course, which thing, I don't know what else to say. I guess I wanted to say, price-wise, look at this. This is practically super ultra like weight here. You got yourself an 8.5 ounce quilt, 10 ounces if you're bigger. It definitely could be, I think, oh wait, 9.5, okay, sorry. 12 ounces if you're bigger for this quilt. Let's see, that was like 80 bucks, homemade, 12 ounce 50 degree quilt. You got this Bivy on sale, of course, you know, 78 bucks, 6.2 ounces. And then you got the tarp, that was like $40, I think. Something like that, 40 bucks for this tarp. And you add that up, that's only, might have been $68 for the Bivy. So you add that up, it's less than $200, I believe, for a like super ultra like shelter and like sleep system. And you could have a foam pad. Let's go with that. And that's, Borah gear definitely is the way to go for price to performance. Like price to what you get. I truthfully, really long videos, about twice a minute. I personally think what I was saying, they should raise their prices. John, I don't think anybody's going to complain too much if you raise your prices. Yeah, we're going to complain. Everybody likes lower prices. That's just how the market works. But, if you were to make your babies $100, they would still be a great deal. That's like 20 more than they are, or something like that. Actually, I guess they are like $90. I think that's what they are. I should have looked at the prices before I made this video. But maybe $120, you know, for this baby, the Argon. And so that's like $30 more than it is now. I think that's very fair. If they did that, it would probably, I'm gonna try and advertise them as much as possible. I want, like, they were great to me. I'm gonna be great to them and try and get the word out. This company needs to be known. I'm sure Backpacker magazine made an article about them, so I'm sure a lot of people know about them now, especially after that 25% off sale. So I'm hoping they get bigger and hoping I can help that for giving me such a good price and such great support. I don't know what else to say. Of course, I didn't show much of the baby. I'm going to show this stuff. One day I'm just going to get out my own, go to the Parkway here in North Carolina, Boone. Maybe the Greenway. I'm like a half mile that way of the Greenway. So I can walk there. And maybe I'll try and set this up, see how it works, and make a video. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very happy. Glad I have some weights now. just by spreadsheet, but if you're still watching now, you're the best. You are the best. You're the best. Please comment down below if you're actually watching this long. I'm kind of curious to see. This is really probably boring at this point, but probably the whole video is boring. Let's be real. But I'm trying to get some good information about this company and what they do. But I'm gonna stop talking. See you guys in the next video.